Hi guys, welcome to episode 4 of Guess the Rank. We've got Anna on Lijang Tower. It's a long match, so I reduced it to 3 key maps to stop the video from dragging on. First thing I've already spotted here is that Anna was late out of spawn. This could be quite key now that Lucio has his reduced aura range. Not a massive problem though, as Anna manages to make it in time to get the heals in. A great sleep on Winston there, that could provide a potential entry to the fight. Unfortunately someone woke him. That nade landed just in the nick of time, and that anti-heal should help clean up. But we're starting to see what's currently standard on King of the Hill. A Tracer and Genji set on ruining Anna's time. Fortunately it's communicated and so Soldier can deal with it. I think the hardest thing on King of the Hill for Anna is to try and find a place where she isn't easily flanked. But more often than not that place is neatly tucked within the team. Winston being killed there delays the enemy team's push, which makes me wonder what he was trying to accomplish by taking that fight. He could have retreated and waited for his team. Tracer as well. Now Genji? Ooh, a good grenade. And he shouldn't escape. Nice, a good solo kill there. A waste of a sleep dart considering the enemy team will probably be waiting before pushing anyway. Hopefully this doesn't have repercussions. Fortunately, it's back in time. And the sleep on the ulting Winston lands, as it should. Another push shut down, with Anna solo killing yet another flanker. That's nice to see. It's good to see some discussion of which ult combo to use first, and it's something you usually see at higher ranks. Asleep, but not the sleep they needed. Sleep on Reinhardt there could really have aided the fight. Fortunately the pulse grav combo was big, and the Reinhardt wasn't a problem.
Tracer. No recall, she's gonna be on a big health pack. One bar. Nice, there you go. Hey, you wanna play point for the nanovisor? Or you wanna do it here?
Let's play point.
Come
only get one more.
Come
point, they only get one more.
I'm going outside.
Retreating to the high ground with Soldier is a good choice, and will stop Anna from being flanked before she can boost, and should allow a good oversight of the fight.
He's weak, he's weak.
The nade didn't save Reinhardt, but it did anti-heal the enemy Reinhardt, which is useful.
Anna's one. Anna's literally one namer. If you can kill her. Anna's still one. She used her nade.
I've never seen that before. Reinhardt can apparently stun up things. I'm afraid this is it for Anna. She should die now to avoid the wait. Jumping off would be quicker, and would have denied some enemy ult charge. Some goofy shots there on Soldier. He had to heal himself in the end. Followed by a wasted grenade. Not great play in this fresh life. No landed sleep either. Not a great attempted retake from anyone there. Plenty of time to retake it though. And Anna coming in with a face nade on Tracer should make it possible. She should have healed Tracer there though because she was unfortunately picked off by a fire strike. The entries have been made though, so it should be possible to take this point.
My bad.
Being solo with no grenade, Anna should think about hiding herself so that she's not picked off. Would you look at that? Basically bait on a stick right there. Such a messy attempt to retake there with 2 failed opportunities. Quite a surprising turnaround for the enemy team.
Play Pharaoh again on this.
Yeah, I'll switch if they do. Gonna try this first. Get for the poop.
Going on to the next map, we've seen attempted pre-nade. It can often pay off if it lands correctly, but if not, it could be a waste of a crucial nade. Strange to see Xayah backing off when she should definitely be in the fight. The team must have split right now, giving Reinhardt no one to shield. I'm actually surprised no one's died yet. Zaya makes the entry though, and that trace to sleep should secure the point.
Solo.
See how it is. Make the bubble, then you might kill the Winston. I'm hitting you with Genji.
It's a good nade to heal Ana and kill the Genji, the most satisfying way to defend yourself against a flanker. This should make it possible to hold the point here.
Hey, go up. If we get a bomb here, we can...
Again, discussing the ult combos for the next push implies some relatively high level play. A wasted sleep that would have been perfect right now for the ulting Winston. Potentially would change the way this attack plays out as well. As soon as Ana heard the soldier ult, she should have stayed inside, paying attention to the location of her teammates. This situation was never going to work out for her.
Solo on point.
He's weak, he's weak. They're gonna come in quick. We need to clear. We need to clear, right? My team is not here. You come back? Come on, yeah.
We're good now.
Aye, perfect.
A nice quick flick there to heal the Genji and a solid nade to finish the downed people. This is looking to be a flawless round so far for the team.
Nice, nice. You can grab the wall. So, Tracer's alive.
It should be impossible for the enemy team to bring it back now.
You don't even have to grab the wall. You can just...
I don't think I'm gonna grab the wall because they'll dive in it. So.
Yeah.
That's the kind of nade that can make pushing through harder and is worth landing. Especially with the low cooldown, they're unlikely to be able to cause trouble before it
They're
resets.
going point, they're going point.
Losing Reinhardt could have been bad, but that grab secures a hold, especially with the nade cancelling any healing. Okay, on to the final map then. Feels like a game that could go either way, and we've already seen the mistakes that were made on this map. I wonder if they'll get repeated.
Go straight. Damn, mercy.
Ryan slept, a good start. Ryan woke, not so good. Some good reasonably passive positioning here, stopping Ana from being an easy target.
Ana was weak. Okay.
That's the first fight already lost though, and the enemy team seems so aggressive. Whew, that's too close for comfort. With the Rhine shield already so weak, there's not much chance of a good offense here.
Tracer, no recall.
Ana seemed to get quite distracted by the Tracer. It's kind of unavoidable really, as if you leave her to her own devices, she'll probably kill you anyway. But a nade for the team could really have helped there.
I do have res. Oh, we have res here. I have. You can nano me the side.
Almost looked like she walked into that fire strike, which is unnecessary ult charge for the enemy Reinhardt.
Right.
He's on point with reserve shatters as well, so that's not good at all. Nano Genji able to put in some work, but there's nothing to be done about a Nano Tracer without sleep on hand. 64% for the first retake isn't particularly encouraging.
I have res though, so if we don't get messy, we need to get ready for the rest. Go, 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 go. Hide the rest, okay?
Being so close to Reinhardt just after the res is a massive risk. It could have been a good opportunity to pre-nade the enemy team, but it wouldn't be worth it at the expense of Ana's life. How does Reinhardt keep landing these ults? It looks like the friendly Ryan seems to be exposing his team quite often. It's not looking so good after that. This fight is a very important one, and it will have to be a good combo to take it.
I'm 80 to play, so we're gonna might have it a split fight.
Solo from left with Mercy.
Alright, none of me, none of me.
I'd have a situation of wandering into a soldier role. It's important to try not to tunnel vision and be fully aware of the audio cues around you.
Good job. Alright, we need to
Possibly
start
looking at 2 more attempted retakes now, with very few ults to defend. The aggressive defense with the sound barrier is a good idea at this point, but it really depends on how soon they attack.
Go for a pin run, I can bury you.
She's weak. Nice, she's done.
A very fortunate sleep there on the Tracer that should probably shut this push down.
Nice, 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 2 down. Go.
That could have been bad if their Tracer had their ult ready.
Second hit. Alright, I don't have reflex. Careful to grab, careful to grab.
Do I have any ults coming?
Another sleep that would have been useful for delaying, but sleeps into the crowd often don't last with all the damage going that way.
Tracer no recall.
I'm gonna knock the Ryan. Try to get shatter.
Damn, that was a big grab. They just ran through Reinhardt and finished everyone. The contest could be possible though, especially if Lucio can get the speed going.
Someone touch it? We can win with all the ults.
No?
Fuck!
Because he had only just spawned.
Unlucky.
A very close game. This match has been very rigid, with teamfights consisting of sets of ults, and the result of the fight generally being determined by the team that ults first. What do we think of our Ana player though? Good. We see some good use of utility all around. Plenty of good sleep darts being thrown, taking people out of the game quite early. Important grenades with attempts to predict the enemy's path, although not always paying off. Combining ults, very few combo opportunities were missed in these games, and that's something Ana players can get a lot of shit for. Missing a nano on a Genji can significantly reduce their impact. Healing and target awareness. Not often were people dying because they were left unhealed. With heroes like Genji or Tracer, it can be quite tricky to keep tabs on them, as well as the more frontline players. What about improvements though? I've mentioned it before, but tunnel vision can happen to everyone, and dying twice to a soldier ult that Ana had no reason to be exposed to is unnecessary. Those situations didn't impact fights massively, but it's important to strive to avoid them. Risky positioning. On the topic of tunnel vision, it can be quite easy to plan what you're about to do in a situation without considering what the enemy team are going to do about it. In the last game, that nade attempt on the people that were just resurrected is a good example. Running towards them to land the nade. That could be useful, but it's very risky positioning and would give them a massive advantage if they were to shut it down. The other thing I would add would probably be communication. You might not have heard a lot of the communication in that game, but generally a lot of the sleep darts were called out, the important sleep darts, but communicating with the team and suggesting different paths or different ways to approach things can always help. Mentioning the fact that the enemy Reinhardt is always looking for the Earth Shatter might be obvious, but it could remind the team's Reinhardt that he should be wary of it, and it could have a positive impact on the game. If you're thinking it, in a lot of situations you may as well say it. So what rank do you think this player is, guys? I would guess for myself, but I actually already know their rank. How do I know? Well, that player is me. And in this video I was Grandmaster. I'm now in the top 500. I haven't been given very many VODs of higher ranked players and thought it might be interesting after having had a VOD from a lower level Ana player in the previous video. I hope no one feels tricked by this. I've tried to make sure my analysis is impartial enough that it doesn't seem like I can't analyse my own gameplay. I've actually got a little mini game for you guys, well for you subscribers. I've got a copy of PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, to give away. It's a great battle royale style game that's currently in early access, but it's such a good fun game that I want you to try it too. To win, I want you to guess what my exact SR was in this game. You won't be able to tell from searching for me on Overbuff, because this game isn't that recent. You know it's in Grandmaster, but what SR exactly? Comment what SR you think I was and subscribe if you haven't, and at the start of the next video I'll draw the winner. If multiple people get it right, I'll draw one name out of a hat, and if it's you, you'll have a copy of PUBG to play. Thanks for watching guys, and remember to let me know what you think. Cheers.